Hi guys. Hey guys. As you know, my name is Iman. Maybe you don't know. My name is Iman and welcome to my channel. Or more accurately, welcome to my daily attempt at getting my life together. It's a work in progress with many different jobs. And I'm guessing that's why you're here too, because, we're all a little chaotic. Or is it just me? So here's the thing. I have this theory. Well, it's more like a feeling that life would be a lot better if we just did small, consistent things to get our act together. Like working out without checking social media every 2 seconds to see if that person watched your story. Or like organizing our closets without wondering if we'll ever truly be in control of our lives. Or, I don't know, chasing our dreams without getting distracted by existential dread. But seriously, if I can do this, so can you. I've been doing this video every single day where I do 100 crunches, and I'm not saying that I am a fitness guru or that you need to become a fitness guru, or some productivity robot, but I've tried that, and my enthusiasm seems to run out by day 4. So what I'm saying is, tiny, consistent habits can save us from ourselves. That voice in our head that says, why get off the couch and work out when I could spend 2 hours over analyzing that awkward interaction I had with someone 2 weeks ago? Yeah, we need to shut that down. So here's what you can expect from me. Simple, practical tips on how to get fit without spiraling into an existential crisis. Advice on getting organized, while acknowledging that sometimes, life feels like it's held together by scotch tape and caffeine. And motivational pep talks, where hopefully I don't sound preachy, but really I'm coming from the heart, on going after your dreams. Because let's be honest, who among us hasn't Googled, what's my life purpose at 3 a.m.? I know I have. So if you want to join me in this slow motion train wreck that is adulting, a slow and steady journey toward self-improvement, hit the subscribe button, and together we'll figure out how to make small, manageable changes that keep us from unraveling completely. And hey, if nothing else, you'll feel better knowing that there's someone out here who doesn't have it all together either. As always, thanks for watching. Seriously, it means a lot. And if you're ready to take the first small step today, check out my next video, tomorrow's video, where I'll attempt to get organized without losing my mind. I'll probably fail, but you know what? At least I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make the attempt.
I know things have been difficult. I know things have been difficult lately, and I'm sorry about that. I think I know what you're feeling. You've been living with so many unresolved things. Well, take it from an old man. Those things send us down the road. They make us who we are. And if anyone's destined for greatness, it's you, son. You owe the world your gifts. You just have to figure out how to use them. And know that wherever they take you, we'll always be here.
Your life is your life. Don't let it be clubbed into Dake's submission. Be on the watch. There are ways out. There's light somewhere. It may not be much light, but it beats the darkness. Be on the watch. You can't beat death, but you can beat death in life sometimes. And the more often you learn to do it, the more light there will be. Your life is your life. Know it while you have it. You are marvelous.
Your conscious, that person inside is telling you, we gotta do better than this. That version of yourself that's banging and screaming to get out. We're better than this. Why have we settled for mediocrity? Don't you remember that child within? Don't you remember that dreamer? Don't you remember that person who was building spaceships out of cardboard boxes? Don't you remember? I'm dying to get out. Please let me out. I'm suffocating and soon I'm gonna die forever.
Consistency is not your problem. The reason you cannot make any progress in reaching that goal is because you have a lack of belief in that you will succeed in whatever it is you are after. If someone told you that if you do this, and this, each and every day, you will achieve your dreams in 1 year, and it was 100% guaranteed and you fully believed in that, you wouldn't for a second hesitate to do those things. You would show up every single day, regardless of how you feel, because you know that you will win in the end. But there is a voice in your head that tells you, you might not pull this off. You very may well put in all of this effort and endure all of this struggle just to fall short. And in fact, 99% of people don't succeed. So who are you to think that you will? You must know where this voice stems from. This voice is evil's attempt at manipulating and deceiving you to lose faith in the power that you possess, to lose sight of what you are truly capable of. But you cannot fail.
When people say I fear the unknown, I'm like, no. Because if it's unknown, you can't fear it. What people fear is what their brain is automatically projecting into the unknown. So they're fearing the imagination, which is usually a reflection of their history that they are accepted, which is now that avoidant energy. Past hurt informs future fear. You're not scared of the unknown, you're scared of what your brain is thinking, knowing might happen.
Begin to train yourself to be aware of what you're thinking. And one of the ways to do that is to periodically say to yourself, what am I thinking? Would I like this thought to create my life? Would I like to have the experience that this thought could bring to me? Now, it takes a while to do that, but even if we could begin on the smallest level to be aware of our thinking, we can start to make change.
I feel like a big reason why a lot of people don't learn how to forgive others nowadays is because they never forgive themselves for past mistakes. If you don't know how to forgive yourself, how are you ever going to forgive somebody else? It's just not going to work. And I think giving yourself that grace and compassion to understand that, you did the best you could when you were there, and that's not you anymore. So now that you know better, do better.
The last 6,000 years reads like this: opportunity mixed with difficulty. That's how it reads. It isn't going to change. The man says, well, if it isn't going to change, how will my life ever change? Answer, when you change. The only way it gets better for you is when you get better.
If you could live forever, would you? My outlook on this is, if you buy a bouquet of flowers and hand them to your loved one, and the flowers are made of plastic, how would your loved one reply to that? They'd probably think you don't love them. But you say, but darling, they'll last forever. The fact that flowers die is the very reason why they have meaning as a gift. You're handed flowers, they're gonna be dead in 7 days. That means, you better pay attention to them. You're gonna smell them. You're gonna take care of them. And you're gonna put it in a central place so that not only you see them, but so does everybody else. You're going to celebrate those flowers. My knowledge that I'm gonna die gives not only meaning to my being alive, it gives urgency to it.
Today, I want to talk about the most powerful tool you have in your arsenal. The power to never give up. Life, as we know it, is a series of peaks and valleys, highs and lows, victories and setbacks. It's a journey that tests our limits, challenges our resolve, and demands resilience. Imagine you're on a path towards your greatest dream. You can see it in the distance, but the journey is fraught with obstacles. There are moments when the path seems impossible to traverse, where the challenges feel insurmountable, and the temptation to quit looms large. It's in these moments, my friends, where your true character is forged. Every setback, every failure, every hurdle is not a roadblock, but a stepping stone. It's an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to become stronger.
The thing is that people, maybe it's you, are waiting for this perfect moment, but it doesn't come. It happens the moment you decide that you're fed up with waiting and decide to take action. And it only becomes the perfect moment when you look back on it.
When you want more for yourself, when you want more out of life, when you want more success, when you want more wins, everyone thinks they gotta add more. To get more, you need to add more. Well, let me tell you something. The more you want to achieve, it's not always about the addition. It's more about the subtraction. It's more about the delete.
Every single person that's ever been successful, every single person that's ever made something of themselves has at one point or another made a mistake. They've done something wrong. They've fallen off the path. And I'm sure you have too. But what makes those people exceptional, what separates those people from everyone else, is when they make a mistake, when they make an error, when they do something wrong, they recognize that they did it, they admit that they did it, and they get back on the right path.
When you feel like giving up, remember why you started. Recall the passion that ignited your journey, the dreams that fuel your ambition. Success is not reserved for the chosen few. It's for those who are relentless, who persevere despite the odds, who refuse to accept defeat. Look at the great achievers in history, from athletes who have overcome injuries to win championships, to scientists who have defied conventional wisdom to make groundbreaking discoveries. Their common thread is not extraordinary talent, but extraordinary perseverance. You are capable of achieving greatness. The road may be long and the challenges may be many, but your determination can conquer them all. Embrace the difficulties, for they are the fires that temper the steel of your spirit. Let every failure be a lesson, every setback a setup for a comeback, and every doubt a fuel for your drive. Believe in yourself, even when it seems no one else does. Trust that you have within you the strength, the courage, and the resilience to achieve your dreams. Remember that quitting is never an option. It's just a detour that leads you away from your destiny. So, stand tall in the face of adversity. Keep pushing, keep fighting, and never, ever give up. Your perseverance will pave the way to your success. Your journey may be tough, but the reward will be worth it. You are unstoppable. You are resilient. You are destined for greatness.
You can change your life just by making the decision to do so. Make the choice to surround yourself with people who take action and set high standards. Choose to be better. The first step to changing your life starts with a single choice. Let that decision ignite a series of actions, each one a catalyst for massive transformation. In the simplicity of a single choice lies the potential to change your life. Make the right decision. Your future self is counting on you.
Happiness is not a byproduct of ease. Happiness is a byproduct of struggle, intensity, consistency, discipline, doing hard things on a regular basis. I've said this before, every single thing you want in life is on the other side of something that sucks, of hundreds of things that suck. So the willingness to endure that struggle every single day and understand that it's an act of service for your future self and for the future that you're trying to build, that is how you build durable, lasting, sustainable happiness.
In time, you will realize that everything unfolded exactly as it needed to. The timing of events, the doors that closed, and the ones that never opened were all part of a greater plan.
The tragedy, the moments of despair, the times in your life when it seemed like everything was against you. These are not happenings of mere coincidence. This is much more personal than that. You were under attack by an evil force that was sent to defeat you, to dishearten you, to strip you of your faith. What does that mean to you? That this force has inflicted harm upon you, like a middle school bully pushing their target to the ground. What will you do? Will you get back up? Will you push back? Or will you lie there on the floor to be mocked and pitied? But do not forget that you possess an energy far greater than any, as it is the origin of all that exists, including evil.
It is not our abilities that show what we truly are. It is our choices.
Life gets better from here. You grow from this moment. You glow in this moment. You go forward from this moment. Life gets better from here. You're so stuck on focusing on what you're experiencing here that you never focus on what is there for you.
What are you here to do? Are you here to kind of exist in this comfortably numb, interquartile range, middle period thing of life? Or do you want to make some fucking waves? I want to make some waves. I want to do something that I look back on and I go, yeah, I made that happen out of nothing. I had an impact, I left a dent. And that's not going to happen if you're sitting in good but not great. And that's fine for a lot of people, but that's probably not for you. And unfortunately, the discomfort, which includes potentially letting go of a good life to risk getting a uncertain great life, is one of those prices that you have to pay. And that's why so few people do it. But if you want to do it, that's a step that you have to take.
You could boil down the problem with humans into one line. It's the fact that they're always taking the path of least resistance. They don't want to put effort, and it requires effort to strategize, to think of your opponent, to think of what makes them different. It takes strategy to think of what will persuade them, what will get people to join your cause. It takes effort to get outside of yourself, to see how other people might view it. But we don't want to do that. We want to just be lazy and just assume that everyone's on our side.
Life is not going to look like someone else's, and it's quite honestly not gonna take the same amount of time as someone else either. And I think that is the hardest truth to swallow, because we see someone our age, someone that looks like us, does things like us, and we think if they can do it and I fit those criteria, I check off those check boxes of who they are and how they are, I should be there. No, the life that you want to create is not that far out of reach. Like, just like that, you can have the life that you want, but if you believe that you can't, you can't.
Your life and your growth has to be stored up before it shows up. So when you see somebody that's done something very well, they didn't just start practicing on that yesterday. You're never good the first time. They've been consistent. And because of their consistency, they've arrived to a level that begins to show and display growth and excellence. And that's what I want for you.
There's so many people look to their right and left, or look at their peers, or look at the people they grew up with, and decide what they want in life based on what other people want in life. So often, the things we aspire to aren't even things we've even asked ourselves if we want to aspire to. It's just what everyone wants. This is your life. It's crucial that you design it as you see fit.
A lot of us are asking for permission to do things we already have permission to do. We're waiting for the right opportunity, the right set of tumblers to fall in just the right order before we activate the things we're doing. Think of this, we're rivers, we're not reservoirs. And we're not here to store up all of neither our fears nor our ambitions, but that we're rivers to let everything flow out into the world. But to say, you know what, I'm going to
Welcome to my channel. I will be posting motivation for when you don't feel like it. I'll be posting organization tips. Been getting organized lately, and it's had some pretty good effects. I will be talking about going after your dreams, limiting beliefs. Yeah, follow me as I get my life together and go for my dreams. Maybe you'll find something useful in something I say.